for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward position. And for the Warriors, backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Moses Moody is out there with Draymond Green. And it's Horford in at the center position. Now that we have over half of this season completed, Greg, what are you most interested in seeing moving forward?
I'm looking at which teams are going to make that playoff push, right? And which teams are content with slipping into the lottery. A lot will be determined over the next few weeks.
Now Hartenstein after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Back to Hartenstein. Outside, Dort. They grab their own miss. And Hartenstein is right there.
Well, this is what Isaiah Hartenstein does, right? He just keeps working on the glass. Both ends, nicely done.
Outside Curry. Pass to Podziemski. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Dort. Holmgren wide open. And it's SGA in the corner. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. And it goes down 2 points.
Well, let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about the challenges the defense faces when dealing with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He said once Shai gets under the arc, it's impossible to prevent a shot. He's too shifty. So we need to be ready to help off on the wings early and try and bump him out to the perimeter. Not easy to control the movements of Shai. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Outside Curry. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. 3-pointer. Dort misses. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Doris, we had heard the era of the big threes might be fading, but the Thunder have one with Chet Holmgren, J-Dub, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the beauty of that trio you just listed, they are all similar ages. They are all passionate about the craft of the game of basketball, and all 3 are about winning. But I'm telling you this, the Oklahoma City fans not taking anything for granted. They thought KD, Russell, and Harden would be together forever, and it didn't happen.
Dort misses.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
Horford with it. Last time out he had 13 points. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Horford. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Let's check out the stats for Curry. This last month, he's been positively spectacular, averaging about 24 points, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Wiggins kicks to SGA. Pass to Dort. Dort with a screen for Wiggins. Buries the long-range jumper.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. 4-point game. Outside, Green. At the elbow, Horford. Out left to the wing. 4 on the clock. And the Warriors, another 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's SGA. Coming off a solid outing against Denver. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a thirsty scorer, and if you concede the mid-range, he'll take it.
Outside, Horford. Pass to Moody. There's Green with the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in the Bay Area.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
I think they took tremendous satisfaction from that performance and ended up winning going away. So is it something they'll look to repeat tonight?
Now Moody after the missed 3 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot by Curry, no good.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wiggins. Here's Hartenstein. Pass to Holmgren. SGA from outside. Another miss by SGA. Warriors leading by 5. Here's Horford. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. There's a break in the action, so let's now take a look at the teams with the highest field goal shooting percentage. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. In third, the Thunder.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
Thunder coming to this one after the win against the Nuggets.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Now, here's SGA. Count it.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
Pass to Moody. Horford against Hartenstein. Horford in the post, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Thunder, earning the first place position with a terrific record, and we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, there's the Warriors. Just need to take it a game at a time.
And for the Warriors, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine. That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Pass to Curry. Horford with a screen on SGA. Curry is inside. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Holmgren against Green, and it's out of bounds and last touch by Holmgren. And the Thunder making a switch here. Zhang's checked in.
Oklahoma City, number 13, Usman Zhang.
puts up a deep three. The Thunder pull it in.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
In his 16th season in the NBA, Doris, Al Horford got his first title with the Celtics.
That 2024 championship was so special for Al. Remember, he had played almost 200 playoff games. And remember, for the vast majority of that run, Al Horford was the starting five for the Boston Celtics. Incredible.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Jang with the screen for SGA. Beyond the arc. And Moody pulls it down. Warriors leading by 3. Now Podziemski. 6 points for him. Driving in. Moody finds Green. Shot clock at 6. They could use a bucket. Drills the three-pointer. And the Warriors lead by 6.
Well, just so good at recognizing, hey, perhaps it's my opportunity from distance now.
The 15-footer, and he drops that one in. SGA's got 8.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Pass to Horford. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry with the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's SGA. He's got 8. Now Jang fires the 3. That's good, and SGA with the assist.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Podziemski. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit.
And his passing was simply amazing. A lot of fun to watch.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Under trailing by 7. Now here's Waltz. Pass to Caruso. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. To the paint. Here's Moody. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, Green can operate as a point forward. This guy is exceptional at breaking down the defenses. His instincts are absolutely phenomenal.
Now here's SGA. With his average of more than 32 points a game, he's giving opponents nightmares with his fire pump. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They have a 9-point lead. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
You know what? At the end of the day, it wasn't as close as it should have been. There were lapses all night that led to the deficit they couldn't overcome.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Jalen Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Chet Holmgren comes in for Jang, and it's Mitchell in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the free throw, no good.
When you think about Al Horford, you think about a guy who entered the league with a maturity beyond his years. And now consider, guys, we've been talking about high-level play for over a decade in the NBA. What a career.
Now, here's Mitchell. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Warriors leading by 11. Pass to Melton. And here is Hield. Lets it go with a 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Mitchell passes to Holmgren. Here's Caruso. No good, unable to end this run. And here are the Warriors now. It's a 14-point game. And here's Melton. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Detroit. From the arc, Santos, no good. And for the Thunder, they're shooting to start out this game about 43%. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Hield. We saw him with 10 points last game. Jacks up a three. It's good from long range. Hield's got 6 points.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. Back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Mitchell is out there with Case and Wallace. Then it's Chet Holmgren. Then it's Williams. And it's Caruso in at the 3 slot. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey guys, Chet Holmgren checked some boxes. He said if you can play defense and shoot the ball, you can pretty much play on any court, anywhere. Those are 2 things that are always needed on the basketball court, and that's where the foundation of my game started. Back to you.
A unique talent. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Back to Melton. Pass to Hield. There's the pick. Puts up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. 9 points in the game so far.
Boy, this guy doing his job spacing the floor. He had 2 triples in the first, and he just gets his 3rd to go.
Kicks it out to Holmgren. And the 3 off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Melton. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Hield outside. Goes up from the top of the key. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Buddy Hield has made his money as a jump shooter. That's what you call a dead-eye sharpshooter, folks.
Wallace with the screen on Melton. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Warriors with the rebound. Richard, Wallace covering. Pass to post. Hield from outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound in this one. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Caruso. The Thunder with another miss. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Pass to post. Now, here's Melton. Over Mitchell. Melton, no good. Thunder trailing by 18. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Wallace with a screen for Holmgren. Knocks down the 3 ball. Holmgren's got 5.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Alexander's checked in for Alex Caruso. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
Oklahoma City on D. Down by 15. Golden State moving it around. Pass to Curry. Knocks it loose. Mitchell with the steal. SGA against Hield. Fantastic job inside by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Hield outside. Mitchell against Curry. And it falls over the rim and in. 18 points for him.
One of the most special players offensively in the history of the game, Stephen Curry, cooking right now.
Williams, a screen on Hield. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Three-pointer. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Draymond Green will pick his spots on the interior. He can read a defense, and he understands when to attack.
Here's SGA. Following the basket by Draymond Green. And it's Mitchell missing. Warriors leading by 17. Santos, the pass to Hield. Curry on the wing. Pass to Moody. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Moody's got 5 points so far.
A smart play from Steph. Wow.
Thunder trailing by 20. Outside, SGA. Looking to end the run. Mitchell looking it over. Outside, Williams. There's the triple. The Warriors pull it in. Outside, Green. Hield, the pass to Green. Back to Hield. Green with a screen for Hield. 5 on the clock for 3. And Green with the basket on the assist by Hield.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Al Horford is checked in for the Warriors. Then for the Thunder, Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Wiggins comes in for Wallace. And it's Dort in for Mitchell. Golden State on D. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. They need this one. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Curry. The Thunder with another miss.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Inside. Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got 5 points now this quarter.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Pass to Moody. Hield against Dort. Hield kicks to Curry. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Curry's got 20 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Holmgren outside. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. SGA's got his 4th assist in this one. Now here's Curry. 23 points for him the last game against Detroit.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated trying to get a way to stop him.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the basket by Al Horford. Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Spins. Fades. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
Green with a screen on Dort. And it's Hield off the drive.
Looking now at some numbers for Horford. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. He's getting around 8 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
And he knocks down the first one.
For a guy with the shot mechanics of Buddy Hield, you'd love to see him get to the free throw line more, but it's really not his game. He is just a dead-eye three-point shooter.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Wallace is checked in. Good on both.
We will look back on Buddy Hield's career and marvel at the consistent three-point shooting he provided no matter what team he played for.
Here's SGA. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Green taking his time here. Curry outside. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. SGA on the wing. Guarded by Curry. Out to Wallace. Over Moody. Wallace misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Horford sets a screen for Curry. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got his 6th rebound on the night. Wallace outside. Wiggins against Green. Pass to SGA. Outside, Dort. Here's Wallace. Hits the three-point bomb. Wallace has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Warriors leading by 17. Here's Moody. Back to Curry. Fires the 3. Drains the three-pointer. Curry's got 23 points.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
Wiggins sets a screen for Wallace. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Wallace. This one for three. And that comes off the assist by SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 5th assist in this one. 1:14 left here in the second. Hield outside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
The defense getting too close to Buddy Hield on that dribble drive, and give him some credit for seeking out the contact.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And that one misses.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wiggins. Outside, Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the shot clock. No bucket, and that miss is number 6. He's made 7. Three-pointer, Hield. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Wiggins outside. Hartenstein up top. On the wing, Wallace, covered by Hield. Goes up at the stripe. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Moody with it. Hield outside. Launches it. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And so it's the Golden State Warriors quarter break with a 22-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Thanks so much, Al. As you anchor that front court, what were you guys looking to accomplish in the first half?
I mean, we're just trying to play with pace, trying to dominate on the defensive end, get rebounds, make it tough.
Pace is key. Back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Good to be with you for halftime. Let's check in on the NBA action coming up later tonight. Out in Indiana, it'll be the Pacers against the Rockets. That one tips off at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, but I don't think this is going to be close.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
This is the worst kind of basketball. No flow to the offense, just jacking up shots.
So what's with this game plan? I mean, what are they trying to accomplish out there?
If it's getting an earful from the coach, I'd say mission accomplished. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Horford is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Moody in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Warriors' 5.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Curry passes to Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one. Holmgren outside. Outside, Dort. Fires for 3. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Warriors shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Wasted no time on that one. Podziemski's got 9.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Now, here's SGA. Clock at 6. And he drives in. Takes it off the glass. He's got 16.
Well, that's a big-time strong take right there by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the deck. Score it. Yes, sir.
Podziemski finds Curry. Outside, Green. That 3 off the mark. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Horford with the screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry is inside. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. It's tipped. It's stolen by Hartenstein. SGA against Curry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has become the master at drawing fouls.
It's his first trip to the line.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
And he makes the first.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Boy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has become a walking bucket, folks. This is now an elite NBA scorer.
Pass to Moody. Fires the 3. And Holmgren pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Dort kicks to Wiggins. And here's SGA. They get it back. Second chance shot. Count it. Good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 here in this quarter.
In perfect timing. This run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
Now, here's Green. 10 points for him. And the Warriors miss again. Under trailing by 19. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA double team. Wiggins finds Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving it around. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Curry with the rebound. Warriors leading by 19. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. To end the drought, drains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 26.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Wiggins right side. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And it's good for 2. And that's now 6 points for Isaiah Hartenstein.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Guys, back to you.
Yep, a wonderful organization. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Dort after the Warriors pick up 3. Poked away. Now Horford. He's got 6. Here's Podziemski. Pass to Curry. Horford sets a screen for Green. Back to Curry. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer, Horford. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the middle. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Tuesday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Thursday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And for that matchup against the Grizzlies, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
Now, here's Horford. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Pass to Podziemski. Horford with the screen on Dort. Outside, Horford. And the Warriors miss again. Thunder trailing by 21. Wiggins surveying the floor. Holmgren finds Wiggins. Now here's SGA. Wiggins sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from three-point range. The Warriors have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Podziemski with it. 12 points for him. Here's Green. Pass to Horford. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Steps back. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, the Thunder score.
Now, this is what Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is capable of. A legit star, and he is cooking.
Pass to Moody. And the Warriors miss again.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass. 24 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Back to Podziemski. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Podziemski's got 9 points now in the quarter. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren outside. Pass to Hartenstein. Wallace outside. Overhealed. The Warriors pull it in.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Back to Horford. Outside, Green. Here's the three. And the Warriors, another three.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Holmgren outside. Back to SGA. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
This guy's been impressive this quarter, putting his team on his back.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. And the Warriors making a change here. Santos is checked in. Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Warriors leading by 23. Now here's Hield. He's got 18. Green with a screen on Wallace. With the step back. Shot clock at 5. Here's Podziemski. SGA defending. The Thunder have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Wallace the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes it inside. Podziemski grabs the board.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Moody the pass to Santos. Wallace looking for an opening. Pass to SGA. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
We have seen this over and over and over again. SGA with the and one.
The Thunder shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
Warriors leading by 20. To the inside. Here's Podziemski. That one rolling around and rims out. Oklahoma City has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Outside, SGA. What a terrific move that was. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 32 points in the game. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Golden State. It's an 18-point lead. A 3-ball. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Wallace outside. There's Williams. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Williams has got his second basket of the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
58 seconds left here in the third quarter. Three-pointer, Hield. And another three for Golden State.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Williams sets a screen for SGA. Yep, that one goes in there. SGA's got 34 points.
A very few people do it more often or better in pick-and-roll action than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's tough to stop.
Here's Post. Scoreless thus far. Hield outside. Lets it go with the three. The Thunder pull it in. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And here is Wallace. He's got 6. Williams, a screen on Hield. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Wallace. Launches a three. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. SGA's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And so it's the Golden State Warriors out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll return shortly. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So the Thunder 5 right now. Wallace is out there with Mitchell. And it's Alex Caruso. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Carlson in at the center filling out the middle.
And Curry's not the biggest guy, but he can sense the contact coming and makes the adjustment.
Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. DB, we saw a move by the league to let a little bit more contact go. Have they been consistent with that, or do you see some backpedaling at all?
I don't see any backpedaling at all. I think maybe the area where you most see this manifest is the point of attack dribble. That first dribble, defenders are really able to attack defensively. Listen, this is a hard thing. You want to bring more physicality back, but you've got to do it carefully.
And Curry has it in the corner. Fires it up. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Pass to Wallace. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Curry against Mitchell. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
I think perhaps the most underrated part of Steph Curry's game is his physical and mental toughness. It does not matter the contact. This guy won't be denied.
The free throw drops for Curry.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
Here's Wallace. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Heel. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. Free throw good, Wallace. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
Here's Mitchell. And he lays it straight in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Curry passes to Melton. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists in the game. Now Wallace. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Outside Curry. Pass to Santos. No good on the triple. The Thunder have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Wallace. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Curry with the rebound. Curry's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Boy, he's trying to give this team a spark, but the buckets simply will not go down. Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
Curry against Mitchell. Holmgren in the post. Can't get it to go. His 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor. Richard, Wallace covering. Pass to Santos. Greg, when it comes to All-Star Weekend, which event do you look forward to the most?
It's got to be a three-point contest, right? No judges, no half-hearted defense. There's a purity to it that I just appreciate.
Mitchell against Curry. Williams, a screen on Curry. Mitchell passes to Williams. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
3 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Al Horford is checked in for the Warriors. Then for the Thunder, Carlson's checked in, and SGA's subbed in for Isaiah Joe. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Outside, Horford. Richard, Wallace covering. Outside, Curry. Takes the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Curry's got 41.
Well, you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
SGA feeling it out a bit. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 36.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Pass to Melton. Curry setting the pick for Melton. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Over Mitchell. And it's Golden State with another.
Very difficult to keep the ball out of Stephen Curry's hands because of all his movement. He can shoot from anywhere, and right now the defense has no answer.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 38 points.
Boy, terrific individual effort, almost single-handedly. This guy trying to keep them competitive.
Here's Curry. Pass to Santos. Here's Melton. And the Warriors, another 3.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance. Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Here's Santos. Horford with a screen on Holmgren. In the corner, it's Melton. Latrey. Rebounded by Carlson.
Well, you can see they are willing to absorb some of these open shots from this guy because obviously another miss here.
He is just self-willing, his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Here's Curry. Pass to Melton. Curry, a screen on SGA. Back to Curry. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for
present our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, and his
Oklahoma City's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And GA, just when you think you've seen it all, last season a father and son playing as teammates, NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
The Thunder shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Dort, left side. Drills it from outside. Dort's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
Dort against Melton. Curry outside. Good on the triple. Curry's got 49 points in the game.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Outside, Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort, right wing. Hartenstein finds Holmgren. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Just 2 to shoot. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And they recover it. Holmgren gets the bucket.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Warriors leading by 22. Curry with it. Another bucket. Wow. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Outside, Dort. Now, here's SGA. Releases. Kicks it out to Wiggins. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Golden State. That's to Curry. Now, post. And with NBA defenses more spread out than ever, Doris, teams are getting more aggressive, looking for offensive rebounds.
They are, Kevin, because it can be a valuable asset to get extra possessions. You're winning on the margins if you do that. And let's remember, certain guys just have a knack for getting offensive rebounds, so why not let those guys work?
And here's Melton. They set the screen. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
The Warriors making a switch here. Spencer's checked in. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Wiggins outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Here's Hartenstein. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Oh, Hartenstein, such a tough cover on the interior. Knows angles, has great strength and size.
Pass to post. And stolen by Wiggins. Holmgren in the corner. There's the 3. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can score it, so you have to respect it. That sets up his passing game. What a pretty delivery.
To the left wing. Post finds Melton. Here's Spencer. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Spencer's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Stephen Curry.
What a groove for him this evening. Just stand aside and let the man work.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Spencer. Pass to Melton. Here's Spencer. Offline with his 3. Holmgren kicks to SGA. Holmgren looking around.
Chet Holmgren.
We see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
So now, let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
Well, Steph, you had a break in the schedule before this game. What did that do for you and this team?
With those extra days, we were able to just, recharge, both mentally and physically. Have 2 good days of practice and have the performance we had tonight.
Those practice days do not come by often. Glad you were able to take advantage. Guys?
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So, for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, saying thanks for joining us. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Stephen Curry.